November update, the first update for UFC 5. And I wanted to get a quick update out to you, and let's talk about how it plays out in game. This right here, we're looking at the long-term stamina cost for strikes in the stand-up. So if you look at Alex Pereira, he's just thrown a couple of strikes, and you look at his long-term stamina, it's already affected. Now, it was like this before this update. However, it's a little bit more drastic, and as you can see, as the fight goes on, my opponent was continuing just to miss strikes, and you see a huge difference in the long-term stamina. And at this point, he has no chance of winning or doing anything. And like usual, a lot of opponents just quit out. Okay, now this next update, too much vulnerability on return from side sways was fixed. I don't have a great example for this, but as you can see, those sways, sometimes you can just get a flash knockdown if you was returning from a sway and that the other punch was just meeting you right there in the middle. Okay, so inconsistency between different types of jabs and straights. Now here, I'm online, I'm playing, and I love those jabs and those straights. So no matter if you're talking about an alternate character, fighters with different type of jabs and straights, they all work just the same. And I really couldn't tell the difference. This is just a quick match right here where my opponent made one mistake. I might explain this right here. It's just some mistakes you can't make online. And I made sure this was a rank match, Division 20 rank match. So I had to take full advantage of that opportunity when I got into the arm bar early in the round. So, and it's so strong. I mean, even when I get these strikes blocked, boom. That was a wrap. Okay, so let's continue moving on. Remove stamina drain to submissive fighter in the headlock clinch position. So now I'm gonna be showing this fight right here. This is gonna be a fight that I'll probably show tomorrow. This is the #2 guy in the world in quick match, and this is what he would do. As you can see, my stamina is on the left, and they removed that with the new update. You won't have a stamina drain in the headlock clinch position for the submissive fighter. And I'm going to show what I did to mitigate this even before the patch. But this is what the #2 fighter would do every time in quick match. And I'm pretty sure that's how he got all the way up to #2. Now, the lead hook to rear leg kick combo is faster. That was just a regular one. And then there it is. I'm Leon Edwards. And then I'm showing you, and I'll show you again on this side. That lead hook to the rear kick, that combo was very slow. And then you still have to watch out for these knees, but if you spam those strikes, then they won't be able to throw those knees. I'm still testing it out. Now here with Korean Zombie, reduce range of major lunging punches. Just all of those lunging punches, they would just come just out of nowhere, right? And so there's the lunging punches, and you see the range on that is reduced. It's not just gliding across literally half the octagon. So that's what I was testing out with Korean Zombie right there. So that was changed, and that was a welcome change, right? Because that just wasn't that realistic. Now, this was from earlier, right? Decrease how frequency the AI use spinning attacks. And you can see Mike Tyson, it just was egregious, just Mike Tyson just spinning like a ballerina. And so that's going to be decreased. Now, this is a rank match from today after the patch, and we're going to see how it plays out in the Division 20 rank match. Every single Division 20 rank match is crazy. It's to the top of my abilities. So I got Alexander Volkanovski. We're going up against the alter ego Conor McGregor right here, and see exactly what I'm doing. I'm working that body, and I'm letting my opponent throw those strikes, because I understand when you whiff, when you throw those strikes, then that's going to be taxing their stamina. No matter if I see their stamina or not, I can tell based on situational awareness what's going on. We don't need the bar over here. Okay, doing some work down low, and I'm also making sure my opponent runs into those traps. Okay, and whenever you have Alexander Volkanovski against a 4-star fighter, as he's a 5-star fighter, you need to win this fight or you're gonna be losing major points. So boom, we setting our feet, but we gotta be careful, because if you body hunt a little bit too much and you throw those kicks inside of that punch range, then it's gonna be lights out, especially with Conor McGregor with those fast hands. All right, so we looking for that takedown, and I'll be honest, I'm a little bit better now at timing the takedown and knowing exactly when I want to go for that takedown, and it just changed my game tremendously. So I'm still looking for the takedown, but I'm only going to go at the right moment. Now I'm setting those traps and my opponent is getting busted up, and I'm making sure I do work high and low. Went for the ankle pick there, didn't get it. That's going to tax my stamina, so I got to be careful. Now, this type of fighter for me and my style isn't too bad, because this fighter is not necessarily a pressure fighter. And then, so from there, I can pick my opponent apart, and for the most part. So what we're seeing right there, I got the nose broken, and it's almost all downhill at this point. So we're seeing how all of the updates kind of play out in a rank match in Division 20. I'll say the changes feel subtle. I'm not patched out or anything like that. However, people that just like to throw a lot of strikes, then yes, it's a game changer, right? But for me, where I like to pick my shots accordingly, it didn't really affect me too much. Now, I don't know what my opponent's trying to do right there, trying to get a takedown, maybe just to win the round, thinking that this thing gonna go 3 rounds. Not a chance. Not a chance. Especially when that nose is broken. Okay, round 2, we touching gloves now, because obviously if I don't touch gloves, the internet's gonna go crazy. So I touch gloves now. All right, so again, now he's putting on that pressure, and you can see Volkanovski has great stamina. 100 stamina, I believe. There go those jab straights. Now I ran into his jab straight. Can't be doing that. Make my opponent whiff, just like usual. And boom, there you go. We evaded that rear roundhouse by circling to the left. Now my eye is hurt, and that's going to be my left eye, so I have to watch out for that. Now, I like throwing that leg kick, the front leg kick, because it gets my opponent just off balance, and then I can deliver my strikes. Okay, so this is tricky right here. So I get my takedown off of that pull down from the back. So when we go to the ground, unless you really know what you're doing, man, my opponent may not get up. And that's my goal for UFC 5. If I take you to the ground, I don't want you to get up. I want it to be nasty down here. And that's exactly what's happening. Look at all of this time left in round 2. And look at my stamina. He's playing it really smart. As I initiate the strike, he's also saying, like, look, you keep on striking, I'm gonna drain your stamina. So I'm striking, and then he's also struggling at the same time, which is pretty smart. And then he's trying to mix the get up away, but hey, I'm here to play that game of chicken. I know I got more stamina than you because of what I've been doing throughout the whole fight. So Go ahead and play with that stamina. You know, if you drain it down, I'ma submit you, especially if it starts getting all the way to stamina. And that's why I really like with no bar, because I'm like, yeah, drain it down. I know you're draining your stamina also. Now, I was sitting there looking at the stamina and then messed around and let him out. That was just a lapse in focus right there. Not worrying about these strikes at all. Only 35 seconds left. And look, I've already got the sweep. He should have just took the opportunity to get right back on his feet. But at this point, with all of the damage that he suffered in that arm bar, then he's going to be in trouble even when he stands up. 1 second left, not worrying about that whatsoever. Now I know my opponent, stamina is down, head health is down, confidence is down. And so it's going down in round 3 right now. Okay, look, see, I have to do all of this stuff before matches now. Touch gloves, bow, and all of that. It's all good. I'm here for it. So, Conor McGregor still very dangerous at all times. You gotta respect the fast hands, Perk. You gotta respect the power and the speed. And then, but look at there, man. It's just, for me, it's just the basics. We keeping it original UFC 1. Just going back and forth, getting a huge knockdown there. And look at Conor McGregor, all bloody. There it is, another rock. It's almost nothing you can do. I'm still going for the takedown, and hopefully they can fix that in the future update where, I mean, that takedown range, especially whenever you got your opponent rocked. And then this is just knockdown after knockdown. The doctor needs to come in and stop. So here, we on the ground, and then you know my mantra for it, UFC 5, if you get on the ground, I don't want you to get back up. Now, I'm nowhere near where I want to be on the ground. A lot better than UFC 4. Might be approaching that prime boxer type of stage. Because we focused on UFC 5 this year. I don't care what nobody say. We not playing 2K. We not playing Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. Unless GTA 6 drop. And look, he already know what it is. 2 minutes left. He don't want to go through it. And we gonna work on the other side. But now look at this. We got ranked folks quitting. It's a rank match, bro. And see, it's probably okay for him to quit because I think he's gonna get less points for quitting than losing. So, you know, I'm trying to run the table right now. We got 6 wins, 6 belts. The only person right now that done beat me recently is Pre-United. I ain't beat Pre-United since UFC 3, man. Okay, man, that's been the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to your boy. See you in the next video. Peace.